questions in Q&As. Yeah, I know. I actually figured that I was going to get a foot question in there. I just wasn't expecting to have a sock related question. Oh yeah, I actually need to build Vespian guys. I'm sure somebody's watching this later when it goes to YouTube and they're just like, maybe actually build the Vespian geyser, and I'm like, duh, I want to build. Let's go switch for a quick sec. What? What do you mean switch? What am I switching? I don't understand. I'm confused. Also, I actually made my allies like kind of purple. They actually look more grey. They look a lot more grey. Like obviously the buildings be purple and stuff. Have you ever wanted to ask a friend out? You have been good friends with for a while, but don't want to break the friendship you currently have if they say no. So for me, because I know this is where probably more like directed at me, not really. So I generally do have a lot of guy friends. I've always had a lot of guy friends. But the thing is, like, I kind of know which guys I want to be more with. But at the same time, like, I also don't particularly, well, when I was single, I didn't particularly want a relationship. And I also didn't need anything physical from anybody. So just usually having a friendship bond with somebody was more than enough to kind of like, I don't know, be alright for me. But then again, a lot of, I don't know, I guess like Nick is like the closest thing to that question, where like I worked with him. I knew him when he was engaged. I got to know his fiance at the time. Like they were great together. They were so solid. They were just like amazing. And it was just something to behold to see them as a couple and stuff. And then when he did become single, it was more of like I was just oblivious. I was just one of those people that was just so fucking oblivious. And so I had no clue that he was interested in me. I just thought that like we were great friends and we like hung out all the time and stuff because I'm like, there's no way Nick likes me. Clearly, there's no way he's like into me and stuff. And then like one of our like mutual coworkers was like,
All right,
would you be open to like thinking about Nick romantically? And I'm like, well, that's all it took. That's all it took was to open my eyes to look at him romantically. And I'm like, I'd be willing to fuck that up to potentially have him. You know, it worst case scenarios, I knew Nick was the kind of guy that like in the worst case scenario, if shit went south, we'd still be pretty good, you know? So I wasn't too worried about that, but yeah, I guess that's kind of like the closest I've got with that. But we also both broached that same subject kind of the same way, where we were both concerned about the fallout of it. So we kind of took that really carefully, which was good because I think if we both weren't taking it carefully, it could have been bad if it had have gone bad, you know? That's my perspective. Shadow reckons they may have an interesting answer to the question. You can answer questions too. You guys can answer any questions somebody asks me. Like, I think that would be interesting to see what you guys say as well. Because like everybody's got like a different situation. Like in my case, I've always had a lot of guy friends, so I've got more situations related to like friendships and boundaries and stuff. Azula, what are you doing? Azula has got herself an extension cord. It's not plugged in. It's just an extension cord that we've got hooked up on the back of the desk that we can plug shit into it if we want to and charge stuff. And she's trying to shove it back down behind the desk, but it's too fat and it's not going to go. And she's just doing everything she can to try to like force it down. She's just like, she's getting frustrated. I can see it in her face. It's very cute though. Are they though? Because I've been oblivious. I should probably move out a little bit. Where are they hanging out? Also, if you guys hear Phoenix howling in the background, he's fine. I think maybe his vision's a little bit worse this week or something, because he's just walking around like howling extra, like as if he's a fucking dolphin looking for like, you know, what do you call it, sound waves bouncing off shit like a fucking bat. Um, he knows where I am, and there you are. You know, yeah, you found me. You found me. I'm the same spot you saw me earlier. My exact same spot. I'm so stealthy that he couldn't even find me. It's been like an hour and a half and he didn't know where I was. Oh man, pro stealth right there. Alright. I love how this game has been like screaming at me and I've just been like blatantly ignoring it. I don't know. And sometimes I also sometimes have like questions I like want to ask back and stuff like that, but I'm like, I'm just that kind of person that's like, if you're a streamer, I'll get up in your stream and I'll ask you a question anyway. Like, it's going to be some random off-kilt question. I wanted to ask that question, and honestly, I've done it before. I've asked a good friend of mine out, and she said no, and then our friendship was over. Oh, damn. That can also just be more of a case of like if they were single and stuff, like they may feel that like they don't want to like, I don't know, lead you on or have you still having like romantic feelings if they think that that's the only reason why you guys were friends. It really depends on how it's all gone down. Why did you guys move back? It depends on how it all went down. Like, I've had a lot of guy friends over the years, but I'm very clear with all of them that like I'm just not interested in dating when I'm single and stuff, and I'm not interested in anything else. I just want them as a friend, and once that's established, it's normally fine. I can usually tell which ones are more involved or more interested than just a friendship because they don't behave the same way as like everybody else does, and it kind of becomes obvious. So I normally, if they're not respecting my boundaries that I've set, I normally start distancing myself from them because obviously there's going to be a point in time where that becomes an issue. And, if I've already set the boundary and it's being overstepped, then I'm leaving, basically. And so one of my female friends was never viewing one of her friends romantically in any way. However, there was one time where one time where the situation demanded of him to stand up to the situation. When she saw his strength of character, she was not surprised but also enamored. Yeah, that can happen too. Like that moment where like they make you feel something, like either protected um, or I don't fucking know. Um, I tend to find like personally if somebody's like making me feel safe and comfortable, that's a big thing. So they're the only thought examples I can think of, but I know that there's a lot of like ladies out there that like have other viewpoints and stuff, and mine's like fucking limited and stuff. Alright. Are we getting this? Yes. Am I getting the Vespian Geyser? Probably not. But it's alright, I've got that. That's what I'm trying to do. Hard to understand what you just said. Can you say that in third grade level? What, the reading out shadows comment or my response to your comment, Shelley? Let me know which one that was, because I kind of like, I had a couple conversations there. It went by quickly. Shadow's comment. Okay. So Shadow's comment is basically that he had a female friend that had a male friend that they didn't see in any romantic kind of way. And poor Shelley's on an ad. I'll wait. I'll wait for him. I'll come back to that. I'll circle back. Oh man, poor Shelley. I know he's in a position where like he can't do anything about ads at the moment. I wish I was in a position where I could like just gift sub people, because then I know he's like struggling and shit, and I'd be able to like let him like not have ads. Also, if I had noticed an ad was coming up, I could have paused it, and I forgot that that's a thing I could do. Are you actually attacking them though? Because if you're not, I wouldn't mind creeping around this lot. I don't know if they got a friend. I think they do. In maybe the Zergs. I'm going to see if I can make some more people get away with that for a moment. I might actually also have some of my water, actually, while I think of it. Because fucking hell, that curry. It went down good, but it's hanging around. Still good curry. Still worth it. Fucking expensive, though. Fucking... If you guys ever wonder about, like, why... Like, the lack of takeaway that we get here... Fucking hell, is it expensive. We got curry for 2 people. So, a curry and a rice and a naan each. And fucking hell, it was $80. It's so expensive. Oh, man. I also realized that now my comments and stuff, because the overlay doesn't work properly with this, I just saw that, like, all of that's covered. So basically, you guys basically be relying on me actually reading those out properly. Yeah, I'm getting my pylons down pat. Hold on. Let me get some more. Is it? Yeah, no, I'll read out your comment in a second. I'm sure Shelly will be back in, like, less than a minute. So, if not, he's probably already, like, reading it and stuff. But, yeah, I should have... None of you guys... Come on. Wait, what is Ariel? Ooh. Yeah, get him. Alright, well, at least I've got the anti-air stuff. That's fine. I will hydrate. Thank you, Shadow. I was just hydrating. I don't have much water. I've got, like, 200 mils of water left.
Their base is over here.
Now, let's stretch. If I have to, I'll go get more water because it's a very hot night. I'll stretch. I've got a really sore shoulder. Ow. Alright. So, I'm pretty sure...
Ran into an enemy base.
I think that Shelly should almost be back by now. If not, he should be able to hear, like, part of it. There's Ash. You might as well go for water. Yeah, Shelly's back. Alright. So, Shelly, what I was basically saying about Shadow Sing, and I did pause for you. Let me go back up so I can read what he said. So basically, one of his female friends had a male friend that they didn't see romantically. But basically, a situation happened where the fellow kind of, like, stepped up and I guess probably stood up to a situation that she was put in and probably either protected or defended her. And in that moment, she kind of recognized his, like, character, like, his personality and traits and stuff like that, and who he was and what he stood for, and she found that that was attractive. I believe that that's what that was. Also, then I haven't wrote out Shadow's next comment. So, okay, so instead of coming out, it's just doing some things together with the girl you want to see you in a romantic way, be able to see you in a new light, to understand you more as a man. You know, organize some trip, or take some fun responsibilities with her, like go camping and make sure she has everything she needs, stuff like that. Camping's actually not the best one to take a girl out on, unless they, like, really fucking love camping. Because, like, a lot of cases, girls do not want to be taken out into a remote area with a guy that they don't know very well. It's terrifying, especially since, like, the thought will cross their mind that you're just going to murder them and leave them out there at some point. Even if you're just the nicest guy, the thought will cross their mind because it's a fucking instinct that we have. I hate to sound like a complete bitch about that, but it's like, if somebody was like, hey, let's go for, like, a hike or a camping trip or something like that, somewhere, like, really far away, like, you'll love it, stuff like that, and you take, like, everything to make sure that, like, they don't have to rely on anybody. Yeah, I'd be getting, like, sus radars going off. But yeah, the general consensus is if you, you're better off, like, starting a conversation and kind of, like, getting to know them over a little bit of time. Like, you can express some level of romantic expression and stuff. Obviously, if you're attracted to them, it's probably a good thing to do that so they get the idea. But most girls will pick up on this shit pretty fast. So, like, if they start kind of backing off or, like, shutting down conversations, they're not interested in you romantically. So you can then either make a decision to retain kind of like on a civil sort of plane of existence with them, or you can kind of choose to, I don't know, just stop and move on kind of thing. But if you were genuinely interested in like pursuing them, and as soon as it's like, you know, you just like disappear from the scene and stuff like that, that can also be a bit weird. It's really, really difficult. It all depends on the girls. Some girls do like to be pursued. Some really just want you to fucking give up. Um, it depends what they want. And because I'm none of those girls, I don't know. I can't speak for them. Plus everybody's a bit different too. So like some girls like guys being flirty and spicy, and other girls would prefer that guys just like, you know, treat them like an equal and not like, you know, be all flirty and up in their face about stuff. I don't know. Is that, yeah, what Apollo said. It's not that she was attacked, but that she struggled with the thing that helped her with it. What was it? By not doing it for her, but making her stronger so she could do it for herself. Yeah, that's another thing too, is being uplifting, being like a source of um somebody's strength. Like if you know that you've got somebody that you can guarantee that if you said, "Hey, if I called you at 3 a.m., would you come and pick me up? Would you be there for me if I called in an emergency situation?" If you got somebody like that in your life, like that's something that's already putting you on basically hero. Azula, the fuck are you doing? She's stuck on one of the keys I've got on the wall. Hold on. Help Azula. You right? Can't let it go. Just stand up. No, I can't get back there. There we go. I'm trying to pull away from it. Yeah, I'm trying to help. There you go.
And that would be the base.
Hold on, guys. I'm going to have to be back in a couple of minutes. I got to help Azula. She's like way stuck. Hold on. Alright, I'm back.
All right, Raiders.
Today's stream. Cat shenanigans strike again. Please stand by. Yeah, so I have a bunch of keys from the anime called Fairy Tail.
Can't reach that.
Right. And they're all up on the wall behind Nick's monitor. Look, I'll get to breathing in a minute. Give me a second. But because they're behind Nick's monitor, I couldn't get to Azula properly to help her get unhooked. And then she was panicking, and then she was thrashing around trying to get unstuck from the key on the wall, but at the same time knocking Nick's monitors around, and so I had to like stop and like kind of reassure her and tidy things up a quick bit. But yeah, now I'll breathe. Thank you. All right. Okay. What did I miss? Hold on. I know we'll lose like a bit of sound for a bit. Also, welcome in Pinky and Phoenix. I just had cat dramas. You must construct additional pylons, not enough minerals. You have no idea. I start like StarCraft is one of the few games where I like genuinely rage out and start like actually going off at the game. It's actually pretty funny, but the more annoyed I get, the thicker my Australian accent apparently gets, which is apparently quite funny. What's this? Actually supposed to be crafting 2 stars. What do you mean? What are stars? What has stars got to do with this? Let me allow that. It's like nice. All right, I did miss something when I was helping Azula. So let's see what I missed. I missed Viking waking up. I know we'll lose audio for the moment, but it's okay. So Viking woke up and was very happy to see Shadow and instantly ran over to give him some tackles and stuff. As for camping, we're talking friends, not strangers. So that's usually okay, but yeah, definitely important to consider when a girl comes with you on a camping trip. Means she really trusts you. Oh yeah, yes, that is in quotes. If they feel comfortable going to a completely isolated wilderness location with you, they do really fucking trust you, so don't fucking abuse it. Alright, what else did I miss? Yeah, Viking, I told you Shadow would be around. He's just, he's been a little busy lately. I noticed that Grim changed his name. Yeah, Grim changes his name all the time. He changes it whatever he feels like. Viking was wagging his tail. Let's see. I think he convinced Grim to change his name Viking. Yeah, though he, I think he wanted to because I've got several people that are usually here that, are part of like various wolf packs and stuff. So he wanted to be included, you know, and that's fair. This button
Fatality.
It judges you. That gopher is judging the fuck out of you, man. Everybody knows what you just did. I'm sorry. Oh man, the timing on that couldn't have been any better. This is StarCraft, damn it. I watched the joke. Oh, I get it. I'm supposed to be crafting stars because it's StarCraft. That's actually really good. I like that, Pinky. Fucking good job. I also grabbed a glass of water while I finished tidying up everything, so I've got a little bit more water with me. It's only like a glass worth, but it's fine. It helps. But yeah, Jesus Christ. I was getting worried because she was getting stressed, and you know how I said before that she was trying to basically shove the power extension cable back down behind the desk, but she went from like she went for like laying upside down trying to stuff this extension cable back behind the desk to basically like stretching up her paw and catching it on one of my fairy tale keys, which I really should probably move that specific key up higher and put something that can't be hooked. I can probably rearrange them. I've just got them in order of personal preference of them. Also, if you guys have any unusual random burning questions that you've been wanting to ask that don't fit into regular normal conversation, go right ahead. That's what I'm doing for Valentine's Day. Also, happy Valentine's Day, Phoenix and Pinky as well. And I don't know if I said that to Viking. Viking, did I wish you happy Valentine's Day earlier? Or have I not? Did I miss that? Because I might have. The nod's head wagging tail, happily. Gonna poke Shadow with tail wagging
Taking an
tail.
expansion.
What? Looking VIP,
All right, Raiders.
Shadow.
Hit him here.
What do you mean looking VIP? What's Shadow doing in VIP? Tilt's head wagging tail happily. Oh, man. Yeah, so I actually kind of expected my game to die while I was helping Azula. I didn't really think I was going to come back to having, you know, an army still. And I kind of built some more, so I guess that's great. Just chilling at home, drinking, watching nonsense. Yep, sounds about right. Sounds like a good time.
Let's ruffle
Yeah.
their feathers a
I don't know.
bit.
Like I said earlier, like I know it's Valentine's Day. I know not everybody's celebrating. I know some people are single and stuff, but I still appreciate that you guys like taking the time to come hang out. You know, it does mean a lot, even if you're here for like just a little bit or something, just saying hello and whatnot. You guys are gonna take that one. That one's kinda. Oh, I should have taken that one.
We're going
Look,
on.
we're gonna go over this way, all right? All my people should be here. You can build. Yeah, I'm not trying to like. I guess like I am trying to, in a sense, win the game, but I'm not like. I'm not too worried about if I do or not. I lost 2 back to back earlier because I don't know. The rose of red, violets of blue. I don't need a Valentine's Day because I have you. That's nice. So, you know, that's the same kind of principle. We were talking about this just before. We were talking about like questions around like asking people out and stuff like that. And I basically felt the same way when I was single. Was I pretty much, as long as I had friends, like it didn't matter if like, you know, if they had partners or something like that and they celebrate with their partners and stuff, as long as like I'd got to like work with them, or if I'd got to hang out or talk to them or something like that at some point throughout the day or week, that was enough. It was always enough, you know. I don't know, I might just be a rare strange creature anyway, but I never really felt much of a need to have like a partner in general, which is hilarious because like obviously Nick's amazing. And like, as you guys have heard me also say sometimes, it's like if anything happens to him, I'm not bothering to date again. It's like I'm just not interested. Is this yours or is this an enemy's?
All right, Raiders.
Notice how happily
Hit 'em
poke
here.
Shadow again with tail. Yeah, like it's nice to have Shadow back in as well. I know you've been so busy. I as I said earlier, I haven't said anything. It's literally your. Oh, I thought you had crystals. I was after the crystals. I'm actually up here destroying stuff with the hope that somebody would have at least something. I like how I like walk away for, I'm gonna guess 5 minutes, right, to help Azula, and I come back and there's nothing for me. Hold on. I want one of you to go up there and kill that thing. I like completely mass eradicating my enemies. I'm not sure why. But yeah, I enjoy doing that. Like completely like wiping them. I think it comes from playing Age of Empires, honestly. If anybody else has played Age of Empires, any variation of the game, you guys kind of know what I'm on about, right? Where you kind of like try to find every last building and every last person. I don't know if it's out of spite or if it's just for like the shits and giggles. I'm not quite sure, but I do that. Let's send you guys up here. Bumps around, wagging tail happily. His Shadow's tickling you. Oh, I got some tickles on Shadow, on Viking a couple of days ago on Mirthless stream. It was a complete sneak attack. Also, I'm pretty sure, Shadow, you've probably missed the few feathers that Viking has found recently up and around the place. I've got a couple on like the shelf behind me. They're very pretty. We'll take that one since that's got some crystals. I just want crystals. Like there's that. I'm sure that's got great resources, but I can send somebody to it, you know? Send you up there. I've got this place and I don't have anybody harvesting on it. Force brilliant. These are feathers. Nice, like feathers. Yeah. Viking's been, I think we've got 3 now. I reckon 1 feather is mine. Right? I reckon 1's off my catgirl form. And as for the rest, I'm not sure. I'm not sure where he keeps getting them from, but they're very pretty.
All right, we're going hot.
I thought I had more people in these, but I guess I don't. I do have these ones that are still working, so I guess that's alright. And I've got you guys. I like how this particular game, I have enough people. Last game, I tried to do, what was it, only land units, and oh man, I died so badly. It was so fucking terrible. Man, I still feel like I'm out of breath from fucking helping Ursula. I think because I panicked trying to help her. I think that's what's happened. Oh, you guys have crystals. Do you have a lot of crystals spare? Seem to have a few. I would like your crystals.